what's up? Welcome to my next video for Inferno. Let's get started. So the first smoke here, it's a mid smoke. You throw it early from spawn, come to the barrels here, aim at where it's shown and do a jump throw. As you can see, the smoke doesn't leave any gaps and it ends quite far forward, so the team has space to push. It's a good smoke. The next smokes are the CT smoke and coffin smoke. Come to the logs position and aim at where it's shown, and do a simple left click throw. Same for the coffin smoke, aim at the position shown and do a left click throw. These smokes don't leave any gaps, so they're pretty good, and you can throw them in a safe position too. No gaps. Now these next two smokes are the alternative smokes for coffin and CT. So for this is the CT one, come to the corner and aim in this general direction. It's a pretty loose smoke, you don't have to worry about it. For coffin, come to this corner of the barrel, you aim in this position instead. Do a jump throw. Now these positions are quite far forward, so they're not as safe. So I wouldn't recommend throwing them unless you are certain that it's safe. Again, there are no gaps, so it's a good smoke. The next smoke here is a one-way smoke. So what you can do is you can come to the same position as before for the coffin smoke, but instead you aim at the first bar instead of the second. So as you can see, this blocks the CT view of towards banana. But on the other hand, if you're T, you can still see their legs peeking out. But don't use this too often, it's kind of a gimmick. It's not very consistent also. This next smoke is for if you can't really smoke banana properly without a lineup. So you just need to back yourself into this corner and aim at the red dot, whatever that is. Then you get a nice consistent smoke off banana as a CT. These next smokes are if you want to smoke off the right side of mid. So you come to the corner of under and aim at that red thing. Or you can alternatively come to this corner instead with the broom and also aim at the red thing. And for both of these throws, just do a left click throw. This next smoke is for the left side of mid. So what you can do is you can come to the mailbox around there and you aim at the corner of the booth like this and just do a left click throw. It leaves no gaps, however it does leave that tiny corner where someone might like to camp open, so please check it. Alternatively, you can come to this corner instead and you can aim at the hinge of the window and do a jump throw. This will land deeper than the previous smoke and you also throw it from a safer position. So I recommend doing this if you have time. This next smoke is for the deeper part of the left side of mid. So what you can do is you can come to the corner of that tower, aim at the antenna and do a simple left click throw. The smoke does not leave any gaps and it lands quite deep, so the enemy might push through it, so you have to watch out for that. Alternatively, you can also throw this smoke where you come to the edge of the vine and you aim in the middle of this gap and do a slight run through. The smoke has the same effect, and as mentioned before, the enemy might push through it, so watch out. This next smoke is a lurk smoke for halls. So what you can do is you can come to this line on the carpet, you aim at the edge of the marking and the arch where they meet, and you do a simple left click through. So what this smoke does is it blocks off view of sight onto balcony, so that you can maybe push out and clear pit and mini pit and balcony itself. So this smoke is a smoke for arch. All you have to do is come into this corner, you aim at the third railing of the flower pot. This smoke will land nicely onto arch. Now if you want to smoke library, you stay in the same position, you aim at that marking and you bring it up to the height of the middle of the antenna. Smoke will then land nicely into the library itself. Now if you want to smoke CT arch itself, you can come to the same corner and you aim at the marking shown and do a simple left click through. This smoke will land inside of the arch and it prevents CTs from pushing out. Next up is the smoke to smoke outside. So you come into this left corner
You aim at the chimney and do a simple jump throw. Smoke lands inside, prevents anyone on site from having vision onto short, to allow you to push faster. This is a smoke. This is a smoke for graveyard in case you don't want to molly it, or if you don't have a molly. You aim at the second chimney instead now and do a jump throw again. Smoke will land nicely in front of graveyard, but you won't let the person play around it because it only blocks the left side.
Now I'll be showing you how to molly. So if you want to molly sandbags from banana, what you gotta do is aim at the right side of the roof and do a run through. If you do this, you will get both sandbag and the corner positions nicely. So next is a molly for new box. You come into this barrel position, you aim at this marking and do a simple jump through. It might take a while to learn it, but once you learn it, it's a very effective molly and it's pretty easy to pull off as well. Alternatively, you come into this corner, aim at the corner of the roof to the height of the antenna and do a simple left click throw. The molly will also get new box, but it's a bit more risky to throw because you're more exposed to the enemy. So next up, we have a molly for the boxes inside, or what people call second oranges. So you basically aim at the spot and you do a jump through. It lands nicely on second oranges and it also gets the corner of it. For some reason it's inconsistent, and sometimes it will molly this corner and sometimes it doesn't. So next up we have a molly for oranges itself. Same position. You aim at that corner, crouch, and do a jump throw. This will nicely get oranges as well as that previous corner that you couldn't cover with the second oranges molly. This next molly is to molly dark. So all you have to do is back yourself into this corner and aim at that position shown. It might take a while to learn it, but it becomes intuitive after a while. And once you got it, just do a jump throw, a nicely molly dark, and force anyone out. The next molly is the molly new box from a close position. So all you gotta do is come to this window and aim around the roof area. You will get new box nicely, but beware because you are very exposed to the enemy. Now this is a molly for the back of second oranges. All you gotta do is just aim at the general direction and you'll fly behind. But if you want to molly orange for gap in first oranges, you gotta aim at that line instead, so that the molly will bounce down into it. This is a molly you can throw as a CT. You come into this position and you can molly car at banana to stop the enemy push by aiming at that position and doing a simple jump throw. You can throw that in the general direction. It's a pretty loose molly, you don't have to worry. Next up is a molly for hard. So what you're going to do is come to that position in mid. You got to aim, you got to crouch and aim at that dot. Bring it up to just above the antenna. Then stand up and do a simple run through. Don't run too far, if not the molly will miss. But if it lands, it will get the whole of hard nicely, and you will also get the player playing at short. Alternatively, you can throw it from it directly by aiming at the wooden pallet. You aim in the middle of it and you do a simple run through. But this does not get short quite as consistently as the previous one, but it will still consistently get hard. Now this is just a tip, but you can actually molly pit from apps without being seen by crouching down and throwing it like this. You'll still get pit nicely, but you won't get seen. Now this is a molly for side. So what you can do is you can come here and do a simple run through. You'll molly the back of side so that people hiding in this corner will get caught. Same for this corner as well. So next up is a retake molly. You can throw as a CT. Come to this window and you aim from this marker up to the second wire and jump through as soon as your crosshair touches the first wire. You will molly the tip of side and you also molly that annoying box position there. So next up is another retake molly. You come to the same position, or you aim at the chimney this time and you do a quick run through. So this should get the annoying position on site, and he also mollies anyone who could possibly be camping in the box at short.
So next you have a molly for second mid, aim below the window and hide there, and do a jump through at around that area. It's a pretty loose molly, but you should practice it to make sure that you don't get it wrong. The molly is the apartments and boiler to prevent CTs from pushing early.
Now I'll show you guys some pop flashes that I like. So for this one, you can come to this corner, the same position as you threw that molly just now, and do a jump throw while aiming at the height of that roof. So this flash is a pop flash because the enemy holding arch will not be able to see it coming. And same if they are playing this position. And also if they are playing at hard. However, this flash doesn't get short, so watch out for that. To flash the guy at short, I like to throw this pop flash instead. So you come to this corner and you aim at that edge of that railing. So then pop flash out of apps and you flash everyone pretty nicely.
Next up is a flash for arch. Come into this corner, make sure not to expose yourself too much, and throw it on this triangle part of the wall. It bounces nicely and you will get anyone who is pushing up on arch. Next up is a flash for side out of apps. Come to this corner, crouch and throw it against the chimney. It's pretty simple flash and it's very effective. You get most of the angles on side. So next is a pop flash for banana. Come into the half wall corner and throw it against that line there. And you can pick with it. It flashes anyone holding these angles pretty nicely. However, it doesn't flash a sandbag angle, so watch out. If you want to flash the sandbag angle instead, you can do a jump throw by aiming at the second line. Just then the flash will fly further and you'll be able to get them. Lastly, you have this spot flash for B side. All you gotta do is aim at this spot shown and do a jump throw. Alternatively, if you guys want to flash coffin, you can flash the second one. As you can see, it's really a very good spot flash because you cannot hear it coming, neither can you see it coming. That's all for the video. Thanks for watching.